This week I'm talking about Otherhood, Glow, Woo Assassins, and a bunch of movies in the theater that may or may not be good. Hi everyone, I'm Shannon, and before we dive in today, I want to remind you, if you're liking these Friday videos, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, like my Facebook page, check me out at thetvtraveler.com and stingeruniverse.com. The first thing I want to talk about is The Otherhood. This is a movie original on Netflix, and I mentioned it last week. I watched it, I liked it, and I recommend it. So this is about a group of older women whose sons kind of forget them on Mother's Day, and they decide they're going to take off to New York and try to reconnect with them. This is totally my demographic. I thought it was heartwarming, it was really sweet, and the acting was pretty darn good. The movie had a great arc. I didn't have any major complaints about it. I mean, not the best movie on the face of the earth, but really good for a Netflix original. So if you're on the fence about The Otherhood, I do recommend it. Now let's talk about what to watch next for the week of August 9th. We've got Glow Season 3 dropping on Netflix today. It's already dropped, as a matter of fact. I have watched the first season of Glow, and I enjoyed it, but I never really got back to it. I didn't watch Season 2 yet. It didn't suck me in. I like it, but I don't know, maybe when there's nothing else on, I'll go back to it. It's a good show. It's about the gorgeous ladies of wrestling. It takes place in the 80s. So if you grew up in the 80s like I did, you're going to really enjoy the costumes and the hair and the makeup. They're spot on. It's pretty fun and entertaining. But it's about this group of women who are on the professional women's wrestling circuit and all of the behind the scenes stuff that goes along with that. It's pretty fun. It's a good show. I don't know why I actually haven't watched Season 2 yet, so I think I'm going to watch it. Next, we have a show called Woo Assassins that is streaming on Netflix starting this week. It's the first season, so it's a brand new show. It's about a guy named Kai who is a chef in San Francisco, and I guess he comes into contact with some kind of mystical force and he gets these insane martial arts powers. And there's something called the Chinese Triad that is trying to collect all these powers, okay? That's the best I can kind of figure out so far. And some of the powers, there are like criminals, bad guys who have these powers, and Kai becomes the Woo assassin, and he is tasked with going out and finding all these criminals and I guess like collecting the powers somehow. So that's all I know. It sounds like it's my kind of show. Like, I think I would really like this. So I'm going to give it a couple episodes a try, but it hasn't gotten a lot of promotion or good, great reviews. I haven't heard a lot of hype about it. So I'm just, not quite sure how it's going to be, but that is Woo Assassins. Next, we have Rockos Modern Life, Static Cling. This is an animated special streaming on Netflix, and I guess it's based on the original Rockos Modern Life show that was on Nickelodeon in the early 90s. Now, I did not watch this show. Apparently, it's kind of a Ren and Stimpy vibe. So if you were a fan of Rockos Modern Life, just want you to know that there is a special out there now. I know a lot of fans are excited to see it. Now, there's nothing really new on Hulu or Amazon this week. We have the season finale of The Handmaid's Tale is coming out, but that's about it. Nothing exciting on those two streaming services. So let's talk about movies. There are 4 movies coming out this week. The first one I'm going to mention is Dora and the Lost City of Gold. I'm a hard pass on this. I have no interest. I do not think it looks good at all. And really, that movie should be targeted to people like me. I mean, my kids grew up watching Dora. My teenagers should probably want to see it for nostalgia's sake, but I just don't really understand who they're targeting in this movie. It doesn't look good to me. So definitely I'm not going to see that. The next movie that I'm not going to see is Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. I'm kind of a sometimes horror fan. It really depends on the movie, and this one I'm going to pass on. Then we've got The Art of Racing in the Rain. This is based on the best-selling novel, and it's about a guy who is an aspiring Formula One race car driver, and the movie is narrated by the guy's dog, Enzo. This is not really my kind of movie. I will not see it in the theater. I may see it someday when it's streaming, but I've heard some good things about it and could be worth a watch. The next movie, the last movie actually that I'm going to talk about today, is one that I'm kind of excited about, actually more intrigued than excited. It's called The Kitchen, and it is about 3 mob wives who their husbands have been sent to jail and they decide they're going to take over the business. So it stars Melissa McCarthy, Tiffany Haddish, and the wonderful Elizabeth Moss, who I love. So good cast. Very serious movie. I'm used to seeing Melissa McCarthy in more humorous type roles, but she's done some good drama, kind of, maybe. Anyway, I am definitely going to see this one in the theater. I have a feeling it's not going to be great, but I'm very intrigued by the cast. I like the story, and stay tuned for my video review of The Kitchen. And that is all I have to say for this week. Thank you for watching What to Watch Next, and I will see you next week. Bye, everybody.